Guys, welcome back to Market Link. This is your weekly recap of the stock market. Today we're going to go over the biggest events that happened this week in the stock market. Let's get right on into it. We did it, guys. We hit all-time highs. S&P 500 was officially up 3% from last week, which means we are officially at all-time high category. So this is awesome for us. We made a lot of money. Anybody who was buying during the last portion of this year, you made great amounts of money as well. But why did this happen? There was three big movers this week that made the stock market do these incredible numbers. The first of which is just by itself S&P rising so much over the last little while and being able to gain over 5% in this last month. With tech leading the way, there was a big discount pretty much for solar tax. So a lot of solar stocks were also going up. So a lot of tech stocks really took a major position upwards. And that helped with the momentum to hit us to all-time highs. The second main thing that happened was a great jobs report in the USA. So the jobs report came out and it said that this month, officially in June, the USA had added over 147,000 jobs, which is awesome. They were only expected to make 118,000 jobs. So because of all of this, everybody was very happy. The unemployment rate is down to 4.1%. And because of this, remember, the height of the amount of jobs we were losing was 233,000. So jumping to gaining 147,000 jobs is amazing. So guys, the Fed also, there was some unfortunate news, and because the jobs report's so good, how likely do you guys think it's going to be that we're going to get a rate cut anytime soon? I don't believe we are going to get a rate cut soon. I think the odds of that had dropped. So does Bloomberg. Pretty much, they said initially for this month there was a 20% chance of a rate drop, and now it's only down to 5%. But if the strong economy keeps on going, I think the rates are going to get stuck for a little bit longer. The last thing we're talking about today is trade. Trade is another big headline because on July 9th, the reciprocal tariff pretty much hold that Donald Trump has goes away. Now, there is a big chance that he might actually just extend it, but nobody really knows what is going to happen after July 9th. Now, there have been a couple of deals announced. The USA just announced a deal with Vietnam where they cut the tariffs down to 20%. Pretty much, one thing that people need to understand is a lot of companies are going through Vietnam to get their stuff into the USA so they could get it in cheaper without tax. And it looks like this is to prevent it. Now, one thing everybody needs to remember, guys, is the Rundown, which is one of my favorite podcasts, said something that I completely agree with. And pretty much they said that the idea of tariffs leaving is not going to happen. And they said it's more likely that we're going to learn to live with some amount of tariffs. And I think that is very good. Well, not very good, but in a very good way to put it. Now, Canada's pretty much, Canada was also in talks with the USA about having some sort of tax exemption, but because of the digital sales tax that went into effect earlier this week, Donald Trump pretty much said all deals are off the table. Canada did, however, go back on this, and they pretty much took it away. So I think they are back to having trade talks. So we will see which companies actually hit the July 9th target, which is only 5 days away. So what do you guys think? I think I am still very bullish on the stock market. I think if there's not a lot of tariff news in a good way that's going to be announced, the stock market's going to go down, which again is just a great buying opportunity. But we'll see long term how this plays out. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to Market Link, and we'll see you next week.